I'm almost there, I promise. Hey everybody, I'm Izzy and welcome back to the shop. I always feel a little inadequate when I watch EDC videos, like everyday carry stuff, because I'm always like, they got pulled out like 30 things and I've got my phone, my wallet, and every great once in a while I have a little pocket knife. That's all I carry. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Hey guys, so a few months ago I posted a video that was titled, I haven't been telling you everything, or I've been hiding something from you. That was it. And it was about my health and one of the journeys I've been going through, which was using a walker and a wheelchair to get around. I think that was about 3 months ago, and I wanted to give you an update. First of all, I wanted to say big, huge thank you to the response to that video. All the comments, it was overwhelming. There was thousands of comments, and lots of people offered advice and well wishes, and thank you so much. There was definitely no love lost in that video. It was really humbling to see the response to that. So I wanted to do an update video and kind of tell you about what's going on in my my journey. It's been, I think it's been about 3 months. I'm pretty much confined to the wheelchair now. I can still stand, but that's very minimal. It's just enough to get to the bathroom or just enough to hop in the shower, but that's pretty much it. Beyond that, I need assistance to get around. Now, from the medical side of things, I have seen some doctors. I've got I had an MRI done recently. I had what's called dynamic x-rays, where they make you do all kinds of pretzel moves and x-ray to see what's going on. And I have found a physician that seems to think that he can fix it all up. So I have an appointment on the 9th, and we will discuss surgical options then. And I'm hoping that we can do that right away. And the feedback I've been getting has been really positive. You know, like, we'll get you back on your feet. You know, it's going to be a little bit of a recovery. And I think that has been huge for me, especially since my mobility is getting limited and more limited. I'm at a point now where I use a special wheelchair that will lean back quite a ways because I can't sit for more than just, 10 minutes or so at a time. If I'm active and moving, I can maybe squeeze out 15 minutes sometimes. And then I have to put the chair back in a vertical position to get the pressure off my spinal column. Now, it's done some crazy things. I've been hospitalized once in the past in the past couple of months because of things that are going on. So I'm kind of looking forward to that next step of seeing where it takes and whether it gets me back on my feet again or just alleviate some of the pain so I can stay working, from the chair. I'm looking forward to that because I got to tell you, and for those of you who have gone through severe back trouble, and those of you who are in wheelchairs, just coming out of the gate into this world, it kind of takes your mind to some dark places. And I'm a pretty positive outlook guy most of the time, and I like to consider myself someone who has a high tolerance for discomfort or pain. Like I don't get shots when I get stitched up, that kind of stuff. I think mostly because the shots hurt just as much as the stitches do, so what's the point? So this is something different, and I'm not quite sure how to explain the pain that what I'm going through, and I'm sure a lot of guys have experienced, or people have experienced. It's pretty intense. I remember 20 years ago I crushed 3 vertebrae in a head-on collision, and I'd rather go through that again than deal with this. It's pretty bad. So it does at times take you to some pretty dark places. That, coupled with the fact that I've put on 20 pounds in the last 3 months, I pretty much lay flat in the bed for 16 to 20 hours a day at sometimes. Those things have been really kind of affected me, and obviously it's suffered the content because you guys haven't been seeing as many videos, obviously. So my hope is that on the 9th be scheduled for surgery. We'll get that out of the way and see where things go from there. In the meantime, I am going to try and squeeze out a little content. I did the centipede video not too long ago, and at that point I was kind of hoping to focus more on builds like that, but from the responses and some of the new algorithms here on the YouTubes, it doesn't make sense to dump a lot of money and resources into videos like that and have them underperform or potentially underperform. So going forward, I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen with the channel. I have thought about stopping and focusing on consulting and designing tools and equipment. I have, I don't know what I've got now, probably close to 24 projects in mind for either improvements on existing equipment or new things for the market. Stuff I haven't ever showed on YouTube. So there's a potential of maybe focusing on that. I guess a lot of it will depend on the outcome of the surgery. If it doesn't make it, there aren't any improvements, which is a possibility, or makes it worse, which is a possibility as well, I probably won't be on YouTube anymore. We're going to hope for the best and hope that it does. And if I can get back on my feet, or even just be able to work out of a chair, for 6, 8 hours, 10 hours a day, I'll stick around. But I guess the only way we're going to know if that's going to happen is after the surgery. We'll see where that takes us. So yeah, and I am doing some focusing on tool production now. I am working with a couple of great companies. One of the things we're going to bring into market soon is my Radical. For those of you who don't remember, the Radical pocket hole jig. That was 4 years ago. I think I designed that. Made some pretty cool changes to it, and we're looking at producing that, and that will be a thing in the very near future. So I'm pretty excited about that. The other thing we've been focusing a lot on is Maker's Playground. That's it's a very maker endemic app. It is, it's a maker's hub, and I've been really proud of the growth for that. We've got thousands and thousands of people over there, and it's just one of those things where it's been amazing. Now we've got Maker's Mall, which is a place where people can sell stuff. We have Maker's websites coming, so anybody who's interested in developing a website and wants to sell product or have a gallery, we're working on that aspect of it. So we'll have Maker websites there soon. Just a lot of things happening over there. So that's been a lot of fun, and it's taken some energy to really focus on that and kind of get that developed. And we're seeing more and more growth over there, and just a lot of really great people, everybody from leather to metal to woodworkers over there sharing projects, and it's been pretty cool to see. So we're going to keep working on that. We're hoping to launch some new cool stuff around the first of the year to really beef that up. Basically we're making it a one-stop shop for makers. Everything from plans and we have the whole social media platform, which is what people use the most, which is kind of a cross between Instagram and Facebook, and that's been pretty huge. And then the Maker's Mall, Maker's websites, Maker's videos. We even have a service there now if you want to have plans made of a project and you're not sure how. We have that service in Maker's Playground. So that's been really cool. And I think that about wraps it up. I'm not really sure what else to do. I don't do these kind of things very often, so I always feel a little bit out of my element when I do these videos. But I want to let everybody know what was going on and give you guys an update about where things are at. I will try to squeeze out a couple more videos for December. We'll see how that works out, and we'll be seeing you around. Thank you very much for watching.